Well, come on in here. Fellowship with the dribble. Oh, these carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a $9. It's magic. Still magic. Boom, 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 boom. Good afternoon, people. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Boston in the building. What up? What up? What up? What up? Shout out to the PA Knit Dynasty, man. Look at that dandy. I got colorways, man. I got colorways, man. For whatever you got going on, go to my website, pa-knit.com. I got all the original flavors over there. And you can go to therealdribble.com, man. I got all the flavors over there, too. But good afternoon. Do you do overnight delivery for PA Knits? They no longer offer priority mail in the United States. I guess the internet has them overwhelmed. But the most expensive is called priority ground mail. Now they don't have overnight anymore, and the price that is required for priority ground mail, it still gets there in the same amount of time as regular mail. So I don't understand what the fuck is I forgot these niggas had won the Super Bowl, and I just happened to have this in the tuck. So subscribe. I ain't had this on since, but I think I wore this to Paris. Subscribe to the channel, The Real Gully TV. Hip hop, sports, fashion. Indiana, what up? You know I got it with me, man. You know I got them with me. Hip hop, sports, fashion, The Real Gully TV. Good afternoon. He says Steve Largent flow. Brian Bosworth. Kurt Warner. What's good with Pink Horsepower? Oh, man. I gave y'all a little snippet of what's going on the other day. I come from a certain background where it's taboo to be knocking anybody's hustle, but these niggas trying to kill a motherfucker, man. I can't have that. I can't have that. I can't have that. It's my job to inform you on that which is healthy. And we have a healthy alternative called the TRIFECTA. You already know about this. I'm going to get back to that later. What the fuck is going on? Kareem, what up? He said, say it ain't so. It's a dude with a channel. His name is Storm Monroe. Y'all familiar with Storm Monroe? He said, Jim's on. Y'all still naming Seahawks. This is the OG Seahawks colorway, man. This is Steve Largent and them. Steve DeBerg. I think he was on the squad. Are y'all familiar with a channel called Storm Monroe? Riddle me this. Didn't he get a lawsuit to change a regional Pink Panther name to Pink Horsepower? I don't know. He got several lawsuits now. I'm talking about currently. Are y'all familiar with Storm Monroe? They said the Blade. Is he a Blade? I don't know if he's a Blade. He said he's going to address you now for this. Man, I don't give a fuck. Punch me in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? But listen, right? He need to address the motherfucking lawsuit. Storm Monroe, if you watch Storm Monroe, Storm Monroe is the nigga that's out for blood. I gave him a grace period. But I woke up this morning and Storm Monroe got another video. And apparently the guy who filed the lawsuit, he took Pink Horsepower to a laboratory and had it tested. He took the Pink Horsepower to a lab and had it tested, and boy, oh boy, this can get ugly. This can lead to some type of incarceration because what you have is Pink Horsepower distributing pharmaceuticals through the mail without a license. I'm like, damn, I didn't know. I thought the lawsuit was one thing. I didn't know it was gonna turn lawsuit incarceration. Like, I'm like, God damn. He said somebody had a stroke using peak horsepower. They did. Number one, um, I was on the ropes about it. Like I said, man, I ain't in the business of knocking anybody hustle, man. I just report the news, hip hop, sports, and fashion. Y'all know what I do. I put out a video about a week ago. It was about 6 days. Let's just say 6 days, and I was telling y'all that you don't got to die. You can just take this trifecta. You can just take this trifecta. This isn't an erectile dysfunction drug. This is a wonder drug. This includes 5 active ingredients. They right there. Pink horsepower don't even got the ingredients on the fucking bottle, man. I don't know why I didn't notice that. My cousin had some back in the summer, and I told him, man, let me get some of that shit. And it was only like one dosage. It comes in, it's basically for one person. So I just, he had it. My cousin had a couple bottles. I was like, let me get some of that shit. He like, this a one horse show. This for one pony right here. I'm like, all right. I looked at the bottle and I gave it back to him. I never looked and like scrutinized the bottle and noticed that it didn't have the ingredients on the bottle. That's a red flag right there. He said no ingredients on the bottle is insanity. Taking it is insanity if it ain't no ingredients. There ain't no ingredients on the bottle. We trying to keep people out of the emergency room. We trying to keep people in the gym. And if you taking this trifecta, the blood circulation in your body is going to increase. The testosterone production in your body is going to increase. And these components lead to higher energy levels. You need energy. If you're trying to pipe something, you need energy. And increased libido and erection. That's because of the increase in blood circulation. You feel me? That shit, that pink horsepower shit, that shit got the same ingredients. It's basically Cialis in a bottle. And the fact that it's pink, that means that they probably put dye in it to turn this shit pink. Save yourself. Don't even be fucking around like that. But y'all need to go to got my trifecta in the mail Friday. Malcolm, 2 capsules a day, every day. 2 capsules a day, every day. 2 capsules is 1 dose. I sent you a 30-day supply. Don't just take this. Get your dribble right, man. Exercise. Exercise. And you'll be amazed at what your body will do for you. This is just this is a hairpin trigger. This is like a Uzi right here. You know what I'm saying? This is the catalyst that gets you going in the right direction. Eating raw peanuts of any kind organically, you good. That's bullshit. The DEA handled distribution of non-prescribed pharmaceuticals. Cam might have stepped in some doo-doo. He did, and they got him on tape. They got him on tape. Not him, but someone who said that they were his representative, talking to the victim and offering the victim $75,000. The victim, I'm pretty sure, got good common sense, knows that if somebody offers you $75,000, then that's a fire. That's a fire. Why would I accept $75,000 and you're online saying that you made $10 million selling this shit to people? It don't make any sense to even accept that type of offer. But they got a person who's posing as Camron's attorney or representative recorded offering this guy $75,000. Go to Storm Monroe's YouTube channel. He got 2 videos covering this. The second one came out yesterday, and that's what brought me here. Like I mentioned it a week ago, but the dude took the shit to the fucking to a pharmacist and had it tested to see what the active ingredients was in there. Man, you can't be selling that shit, man. You can't can't be selling that shit, man. People can have heart conditions. Like you, when somebody gets Viagra and Cialis, it mentions the pros and the cons and shit. It explains to you that this has side effects, and certain people who might be taking other prescriptions and shit like that should not be fucking with it. You dig? These niggas just pumping death in the community, man. Like, niggas will do anything for some money. I'm here to save some lives. I've been going heavy with the holistic healing. Y'all know that about my channel. I have to make y'all aware of this. Do not take that shit. He said, dude, he's this nigga is selling heart stoppers. No, seriously. Do not take it. Go to Storm Monroe's channel. It's 2 videos. One explaining the lawsuit, the 3 lawsuits. He's being sued in 3 different courts, right? And the person who ended up hospitalized because of this pink horsepower, when he went to the hospital, the doctors was like, "Yo, man, what the fuck did you take?" Like, they testing him, trying to see what the fuck is going on with his heart rate and shit like that. The fuck did you take? He told him what he took. He said, "What's in it?" Ain't no ingredients on the bottle, so he took it to someone that had to test it in a lab. At which point they revealed exactly what is in this shit. He said, "I seen Head Ice selling it too." He said, "Storm Monroe is a blade. That's his business. That's his business. I'm pretty sure he's not the only blade that you see online. That's his business. That's his personal business. We talking about the information provided in his last 2 video vlogs. That's a class action suit, possibly." I was having a discussion with somebody before I got on here, and they like, once that news get out, man, the other niggas gonna start faking heart attacks and shit and saying, saying that that shit dropped him. But he's definitely, it's public information. You could look it up that he's been sued. Camron Giles has been sued in 3 different courts, and according to the person who ended up in the hospital, he damn near had a stroke. Accelerated heart rate, heart palpitations, lighthead, dizziness, all of that type of shit. Ain't no telling who mixing this shit up. Cam went on Breakfast Club, I believe, said he was getting it from Senegal. Man, you got some work from them scamming ass niggas, man. The scammers is in Senegal and Nigeria and shit like that. They don't like Americans and they don't like niggas. Ain't no telling what them niggas is selling you. And according to Storm Monroe, they bagging this shit up at an apartment in Harlem. And they just pumping, man. Like, nobody ever disputed the fact that Harlem do produce some hustlers and shit. But you can't be doing this. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. This isn't. I got 5 active ingredients. When you go to my website, it lists on the website exactly which each of these ingredients brings to the table. Them Africans scam all day long. Or Akon world, this is worse than selling dope. I seen it coming when he was selling it. Them Africans scam all day. Tether business. They had a video online mixing it in the kitchen. I think it's only good for people under 30. Nobody under 30 should be taking Cialis. Nobody under 30 should be taking Cialis. Shit, when you in your teens, 20s, and 30s and shit, that's when you naturally laying the most pipe. Like, you shouldn't be having no health problems at that age. Like, you shouldn't be. I said that testosterone levels start to decrease after the age of 35. This is scientifically proven. This is scientifically proven. Anybody that's 30 fucking around with pink horsepower and Cialis and Viagra and Rose Sparks. Yes, I looked up the names of all of them that's being sold legally online. And these comes with the active ingredients is listed, as well as the disclaimer and shit. Honey packs too, same shit, just no face to attach that to. And we all know where the honey packs came from. We started seeing them honey packs first where? In the gas stations, in the corner stores owned by who? Them Arab niggas. This is all facts. He was selling pharmaceuticals in the mail. In the mail. I'm pretty sure he taking this shit serious. Like, damn, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. You taking on the identity of a licensed practitioner when you get to fucking with actual drugs and shit like that. This nigga went from, according to him, selling drugs to rapping, back to selling drugs. It's just crazy. Good looking with the package. My order came. Trifecta in the building. Thank you. He said, pay them niggas off. They did. They tried to pay him off. They offered him 75,000. They go to Storm Monroe's. Is anybody here subscribed to Storm Monroe? When I get up off here, I'm gonna put the link to the video in the description of this video. This needs to spread rapidly. Everybody need to know about this. Because I know a nigga just trying to pipe something. Camron said that he brought this to the table during the pandemic when people were locked in the house and they wasn't doing nothing but fucking. If a man ain't doing nothing but trying to, pipe something, you got no business trying to kill him. Straight up. Showing love. Johnny Smith, I appreciate you. Rest in peace to Pink Horsepower. Yeah, we got to put the Pink Horsepower down, man. That got to be removed from the rotation, man. When I was preparing myself to get on here, and I actually was going to do it the other day, and I said, you know what? Mill, them niggas is hustling. Don't say nothing. It doesn't directly affect you. But then again, it does. It does, because it impedes someone who is trying to pursue an erection and it puts them in a situation where they could be in a hospital like this guy right here. I mean, let's just keep it real. Niggas just having erectile dysfunction problems, probably not in the best shape to begin with. They probably not in the best shape to begin with because, after all, an erection consists of blood circulation. So let's say these people have problems with diabetes, cholesterol, and all that type of shit. You shouldn't be selling this shit to them, man. Like, it's probably niggas dead right now who don't even know that that's what the fuck did it. This the type of stuff that took Kevin Samuels out. I appreciate the 411. 10 million made. You put that out publicly, and you think 75,000 will cover damages? They finna make an example out of him. Is Pink Horsepower the bad version of Trifecta? Not at all. They two totally different supplements. Pink Horsepower has been marketed as something that will is for niggas who have an erectile dysfunction problems. That's what they said. Everything that I'm saying to you, Cam said on the Breakfast Club and many other platforms and shit. This is for niggas who having problems boning up. This right here, ashwagandha was prescribed by Dr. Sebi. Ashwagandha is something that improves your immune system. Tonkat Ali, Maca Black, Hawthorn Berry, and Horny Goat Weed. Those elements are all tied to circulation. This is well publicized, and if you go to my website, there's paragraphs. When you go to the Trifecta to the website, therealdribble.com, there's paragraphs breaking down, which each of these supplements do. You don't have that information provided on Pink Horsepower. Pink Horsepower, the ingredients ain't even listed on the bottle. So niggas is basically just taking this shit by word of mouth and the fact that it was endorsed by a celebrity. Playing with fire. He's promoted it on the news channel in front of that lady. I just looked at a review of Pink Horsepower, and the first comment from 2 years ago said it almost gave me a heart attack. You know why? Because niggas who taking that shit, it don't even tell you the prescribed amount that you should take. This is like a gel. Pink Horsepower is like a gel and shit. So niggas is just taking spoonfuls of that shit, throwing that shit back. In they mind, they saying, the shit, the more that I take, the harder my dick gonna get. And we all know that when niggas in pursuit of some pussy, they half-ass lose their mind anyway. All of the blood from your brain, all of the blood that fuels the operation of your brain, go to your dick, your little head. And niggas don't be thinking no more anyway, so niggas subject to try anything. I'm just telling you, that shit's dangerous, and more people should be covering it. It seems to me that whenever we're in a situation where a professional athlete, entertainer, or more commonly a rap star is in the wrong, people don't be wanting to say anything about it. People don't be wanting to say anything about it. They don't. When I was young, I was on the 1 in the morning, at night, and most of the time in between. I see a lot of y'all dropping some science in here. Beetroot juice, lemon juice, cayenne pepper. If you seen my video the other day, I took y'all to the Whole Foods Co-op and I told y'all about the beet juice. In addition to this trifecta, I got all bases covered, man. I study fitness. I study nutrition at this point. Shout out to everybody that's participating in Ramadan. As Gully speaks about it over and over, when you're healthy outside of vitamins, you shouldn't need Pink Horsepower or the blue pill. You're technically right. You're technically right, but there's different circumstances that can factor into whether or not your dick gonna get hard. If you're overweight, you're probably gonna have some problems. Um, if you're consuming lots of food, 3 meals a day, which we are coming to the understanding that 3 meals a day isn't good for you. Most of your bodily functions is tied up in trying to digest this food that you keep putting in your body. You dig? It takes blood to do that, right? So if you're overweight, if you're not in shape, another thing that needs to be said, so I'm gonna drop it on y'all. When a person, as a person ages, and you start to, like us, everybody here, we're in the process of dying now, technically speaking, right? We're on the biological clock now. As you getting close to your day, the body dies from the feet up. The body dies from the feet up. The most powerful muscles in your body is in your legs. That's where all of the testosterone is produced. That's where all of your HGH. HGH is an element that people have tied up in the steroids and shit, but in all reality, HGH is already in your body. So squatting, the standing squat, lunges, and you don't need no weight. The Stairmaster, burpees, leg exercises all have a part in whether or not your man is going to power up, because like I said, the blood circulation and the testosterone is rooted in your legs. That's why you always see um, professional athletes, mainly football players. When you ever see them working out, they doing what? Leg press, or they squat. You know what I'm saying? Because this produces growth hormones in your body and basically everything. So, in addition to the supplement that I've introduced to y'all over a year ago, you should be working out for real. See, that right there is what sent us behind to the hospital. There wasn't any instruction for what amount to take. He probably took the entire shit in one dose. I just told you, my cousin had a bottle, and I asked him for some. He said, "This is for one pony right here." You know what I'm saying? And what I got out of our conversation, it was one dose. It was a gel. It was pink, and it didn't have any directions on there. The only thing I seen on the back of the bottle, it says this is not FDA approved with an exclamation point. But the serving amount, the ingredients, none of that is listed. This is a loaded gun to begin with. Have y'all been on Storm Monroe's channel? Have y'all seen the two videos that he put out on this about the lawsuit and about the guy going to the emergency room and about the guy um, ultimately being directed to go to a lab and test everything that was in the bottle? He did test it, and what was discovered was it's Cialis. So what you have is, like I said, I'll say it again. Camron might be in a situation where he is not just liable civilly because he's being sued in 3 different courts, but he could get a case from the government and shit for selling, being an unlicensed practitioner, selling pharmaceuticals through the mail. That's a Fed case. Lifting and weight, lifting and weight, small or large. Legs are the foundation. My man said, "Wow, I didn't know that." Yeah, Cam is gonna have to pay out. I went, but I haven't watched anything yet. Don't just take my word for it. People can feel I have a motive. This trifecta thing has been working wonderful. Shout out to everybody who's been coming. Just wanted to get on here and put that out there to y'all. Y'all have a great afternoon. Subscribe to the channel, The Real Gully TV, hip hop, sports, and fashion. Go to Storm Monroe's YouTube channel and check out everything that I'm saying to y'all. Y'all need to know this. Storm Monroe on YouTube. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. More original content to come from The Real Gully TV. Peace.